And this is the secret that I haven't told anyone before. Now you know. It works. I am the proof. 뿅!
Jean has over 300,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. And tonight, with us, she's going to share how to get 100,000 people to listen to you. So please put your hands together and help me welcome Jean Cho.
Hello everyone. Some of you already know I'm a YouTuber. When I say I'm a YouTuber, people look at me funny like, is this some kind of a joke? No, I'm serious. I say, I have 300,000 subscribers. YouTube gave me this shiny silver button to celebrate my accomplishment. You can only get this button when your channel passes 100,000 subscribers. And I got to write 2 books. None of this would have happened if I didn't start YouTube. I know a lot of people want to start a channel or grow their channels for their businesses, to share great ideas, or to make money. But it seems so difficult. Why? Did you know that there are 37 million YouTube channels as of 2020, but only 0.006% channels have over 100,000 subscribers? 500 hours of videos are uploaded every minute on YouTube. The competition is insane. To survive, your video must stand out. Have you watched any YouTube videos today? Why did you click them? They looked interesting to you, right? They're just saying, don't judge a book by its cover, but on YouTube, people will judge your video by its cover. That's why it's very important to present something interesting through your video titles and thumbnails. My channel is about English language and culture. Instead of saying, I'll teach you English expressions and cultural differences, I've talked about celebrities' English, comparing different accents, speech patterns, and useful phrases. I made videos about cultural differences in movies. I read English articles with crazy stories like ridiculous mistakes that made reporters fired. Don't you want to find out what kind of mistakes they made? Though some people seem to be doing great with common topics. Someone like Will Smith, who is a famous actor. He has 9 million subscribers. If he uploads a video about how to be happy, people will watch it because they are interested in what a celebrity has to say. But a girl next door makes a video about how to be happy. Even if the video is so much better than Will Smith's video, nobody will watch it because people don't know about her. They don't care. It's like this. You're walking on the street, suddenly a random stranger pops up and says, hey, I've got an amazing idea. Would you like to listen to me for 5 minutes? No. If Ryan Reynolds comes to you and says, hey, I've got an amazing idea. Would you like to listen to me for 5 minutes? Heck yes. But you are not a celebrity. People don't care. That's why you have to attract people with intriguing video titles and thumbnails. In my opinion, that's pretty much the only way to get views without a fan base. For example, how to make people listen to you versus how to make 100,000 people listen to you. Which video would you click? The latter, right? Then how do you determine which one is a good title and which one isn't? Every time I make a video, I try to look at it from a third person's point of view. My YouTube nickname is Ginger. Okay, I've never heard of Ginger before. Her video popped up on my feed. Do I want to click this? If my answer is no, then not good. If my answer is yes, then it's good. I know a lot of people do this. They have a great idea, make a video, then decide a title. But sometimes it's hard to come up with a great line or a title, right? So this is what I do. I have a great idea. I decide a title first, then make a video. No matter how amazing the idea is, if I can't think of a good title, I set it aside, then move on to the next idea. It seems a little weird at first because it's not conventional, but once you try it, it will make a huge difference. Your outcome will be so much better. And this is the secret that I haven't told anyone before. Now you know. It works. I am the proof. I will upload this speech to my channel, so I need to decide the title of this video. How to grow a YouTube channel? Does it sound okay? Nah. How about this? Revealing the secret that I've never told anyone before. Does it sound intriguing? I hope you succeed too.
Thank you, Jin. That was such a wonderful speech. After I get this wonderful title, I was just wondering, do you have any kind of thing to entice them to want to listen to you?
For YouTube, watch time is very important. So the longer people watch your video, the more YouTube algorithm will expose to people. This is a sad truth, but YouTube made people's attention span short. You watch your video and then if it's not interesting, you just go back and then watch different video. To make people watch your video longer time, you have to draw attention within like 10 seconds or even like 30 seconds. Because people will see, like, okay, let's see if it gets any interesting within like 30 seconds. Some patient people maybe within a minute. But then if you fail to catch their attention, then they will just leave. And then algorithm thinks that, oh, this video is not good. It's like 10 minutes long, but people only stay here for 30 seconds. Then it's not worth recommending to more people. Then you don't get good views. I really think hard. How am I going to start? First few sentences to draw attention from people. Or sometimes I take highlight clip, no more than 10 seconds. Somewhere like in the back and then put it right in front, make people curious. From my speech, at the end I said that this is the secret that I've never told anyone before. And I cut that part and then insert in front. People watch that and I want to find out about the secret. And they keep watching it until they find out the secret.
I was taking notes, so thank you. My question is, how long did it take to get to 100,000 and then to the 300,000?
I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, so definitely it takes time. I can't exactly remember when I hit 100,000 subscribers, probably within 2 years, but I can tell you this. A lot of people think that you gain subscribers like step by step, you reach 100 and 1,000 and 10,000, but it doesn't happen like that. What a lot of YouTubers experience is that you make videos every week, I assume quality videos. People won't watch it because they don't know who you are. YouTube algorithm find one good video of yours that maybe some people watch it like for a long time. The video goes everywhere and then people click that video like crazy and then discover other videos. Oh, this channel is awesome. I want to subscribe. My channel gained like slowly like 100, 1,000 and then 2,000. At that point, it had been 13 months. And then what happened was that one video blew up. My subscriber count went from 2,000 to 50,000 within a month. It doesn't grow like this, it actually grows like this. Every single big YouTuber experienced that. So I can't say how long it will take for you, but it will be like that.
I like that. Woo! Okay, thank you, Jin.
Thank you very much for listening to my speech. Being brave isn't the absence of fear. 용감하다는 것은 두려움이 없다는 뜻이 아니다. Being brave is having that fear. 두려움을 가지고 있지만 that finding a way through it. 극복하는 법을 찾으면서 용감해지는 것이다. 베어 그릴스